Hello there. Today we'd like to talk to you about long-lasting food storage for your pantry, for emergency preparedness, or for hurricane or power outages. Up here in New England we get nor'easter snowstorms. So I'm going to talk to you about long-lasting canned food that you can get at your local store, that you can slowly build up a supply of emergency food for you and your family. We're not talking expensive stuff that you can find at your local Walmart. I would avoid the dollar stores because not sure how that stuff's been handled, or I think you get better deals like if you go to Walmart or a place like that. So first off, we're going to talk about canned meats. Okay, so first off, we got your chicken breast right here. It's fat-free, it's in water, you can make all kinds of stuff with it. Long shelf life. This can was just purchased, white chicken in water. It's good till 2020. It's 2017 now, so it's a long shelf life. So there you get your chicken breast. This is probably one of those BJ's or Sam's Goods specials where you got 5 in a roll. Next up, most popular, tuna. So you can always get deals on tuna, especially there's also coupons, so look or shop around, and when you're out, buy a can here or there. You don't have to, I always suggest to buy a few cans here and there each month and stagger your purchases. That way all your expiration dates don't all come up at the same time. So this can of tuna goes to 2020. Fantastic. Stays for a long time. You can make sandwiches. Next up, everyone always says Spam will last longer than anything. Besides Twinkies, I guess. But this can of Spam is good till May of 2018. It was bought last year. But even after expiration dates, if cans like these are not dented, I've worked in food industry with expiration dates. It's by law they have to put those on there. But I've eaten food that's a few 3, 4, 5 years over the date and not got sick, as long as the can's not damaged or it doesn't release gas when you open it. Or just smell bad, it's fine. So there's your pretty basic meats that you can get inexpensively. Okay, next up, we'll bridge the gap a little bit. We just had Spam, we have your Vienna sausages, which you can get for like $1 or 50 cents. The cans are a little thinner, but you can fry them up. It's sort of a mix between a hot dog and Spam. You fry it up or eat them cold or mix them up with other items, and you've got some protein there. Again, the cans are thin, so you want to watch those. My other favorite that lasts a really long time, Mary Kitchen corned beef hash. This can is good till 2020. Great for breakfast, for dinner, as a side. Fry it up till it's crispy. Awesome, good to have. Next up, of course, you have your pasta. 2020. One requirement, you're going to need water to cook it with, so bear that in mind. Pasta is always good to have, along with your sauce. So we want to talk about sauces and things with high acidic content, like tomato, anything tomato based. This is good till 2019, but you got to watch them because they have a little bit of a shorter life than most other items. For instance, also Campbell's tomato soup. It's tomato, it's acidic. This can is good till 2018, so you want to watch the acidic cans and rotate those out first. Another example of an acidic food would be canned fruit, like the sliced peaches here. You got to watch those dates. This can is actually expired a few weeks ago, so we'll eat that tomorrow. Another cool item that you wouldn't think to have that keeps a long time, popcorn. And you can fry it up in a pan, old school, with some oil, and boom, you have some belly-filling fun food to eat. That's something that keeps a long time. Good to have. Canned olives last a long time. You can eat them cold. Good till 2018. These were bought 2 years ago. Olives, great to have in the pantry. So we're going to get on to the next cool thing that you really should have is beans. B&M baked beans. I like the bacon and onion ones. They have all different flavors. This can was bought a few months ago, good till 2019. Awesome, you can eat them cold. Buy a lot of them. Buy a few cans here and there. Add into your pantry. Then this can of black beans was bought like probably 2 or 3 years ago, and it expires next summer. Black beans in a can last a long time. You can still see the dust on the top of the can. This doesn't require water to cook, so that's why I bought some of those. You can mix them in with your pasta or whatever, and you've got some added protein. Dried beans. Great long-term storage. Only thing is you need a lot of water to cook them. So that's something you want to keep. Along with, you could store with your rice in a Mylar bag with desiccants. But make sure you got a lot of water and access to it if you're going to go this route. Also, another fun one, Van Camp's Beanie Weenies. Hot dogs and beans, best of both worlds. You can eat them cold. These are good till 2019. You can heat them up. They're fantastic. A meal in a can. Peanut butter. Keep it room temperature. High protein. You can eat it with a spoon. This can's good. This jar is good. They're usually about a year out. This one's August 2018. Perfect to have in a storm or power outage. Another item that we have that's kind of funky, that's hard to find sometimes up here in New England, B&M Brown Bread. Had this when I was a kid. You can cut open the can. It's basically a loaf of brown bread in a can. So you can slice it off, put it in the toaster, or bake it in the oven, put some butter on it, and warm it up, and it's awesome. You can also make sandwiches, spread some peanut butter, jam, anything on it. So these last a long time. 2019, it's bread in a can. You can find them online, and this is kind of a New England thing, I think. So if you haven't tried it, try it. It's cool. So one of my other favorites that I like since I was a Boy Scout was we would heat up cans of Neewer beef stew on the campfire. So 10 grams of protein, no preservatives, got your vegetables, some meat in there. This can is good till 2020. Love this stuff. So again, buy, as you go along, purchase some, a few cans here and there. I would recommend you want to get 20 cans of each if you've got a large family, but you can slowly get there and stagger the dates. Next up, some oatmeal. You just need some hot water and you've got instant belly-filling breakfast. It's really good for you, good fiber, and healthy for your heart, and lasts a long time. Even over expiration date, I've had it, great, no problem. Next thing you want to make sure you have, most importantly, if your power is out and you've got problems, you're going to want to think about it. You're going to want some hot coffee. So you can always get cans of coffee. I always try to recommend to find the ones that have the hard tops like that on the top instead of these new peel ones, because they'll last a long time. I've had made coffee that's been a few years old and it's still roasted up just fine. Also, you can't go wrong with instant coffee. All you need is some hot water and some creamer or dried cremora, and you've got instant hot coffee. This stuff lasts a long time. I've used it over expiration date. Still tastes great. Good to have in emergencies. Next up, you want to grab some veggies. Cut green beans will last a very long time. They're cheap. You can buy them on sale, 50 cents a can, 40 cents a can. Find them when they're on sale. Stock up. Also, whole white potatoes. You can fry them up, mix them up with other veggies, and you've got, basically potatoes that are stored for long term. So that's a bunch of cool ideas. If you guys have any ideas, other good ideas for long-term canned food that you can store for emergencies, for the zombie apocalypse all the way to hurricanes, post about it below. I was always looking for good ideas. So I've tried to post what I like and what I have found to have long shelf lives. A lot of cans like beefaroni and beef ravioli, those are good, but they only usually have about a year half-life because of the acidity. So thank you so much. Again, if you've got comments about long-term food storage or preparedness, post below. And thank you so much for watching. And be safe out there, be prepared, and be good. Thank you.